Do you ever wonder where that almond milk in your morning latte comes from? Or what it even takes to get it there?
So, we're in the bad place, and I know why. Almond milk. I knew it was bad for the environment.
Actually, it's not that simple. 80% of the world's almonds start here. No, not there. Here, in California's almond orchards.
California is one of the few places in the world where you can grow almonds, where you just can't grow it very many places. You need a very specific Mediterranean climate.
A lot of different factors need to be just right for almonds to grow. Good weather, good soil, good pollination. But in the past year, California's almond ranchers have faced multiple challenges.
A lot of my farmers who produce almonds or produce walnuts were losing money on every acre because both Ukraine and Russia are really important producers of nitrogen fertilizer. That and other inputs have just gone through the roof. We got hit with a freeze event right in the middle of almond bloom this past February, and we're also once again facing freezing temperatures right now during almond bloom.
The yearly bloom is one of the most important times of year for almond farmers. These flowers eventually turn into the actual almonds that are harvested to make milks, butters, or just eaten whole. But to get to that stage, they need to be pollinated. And that's where these guys come in.
You need bees to move pollen between the varieties to set a crop.
Beekeepers and their hives travel to California each February for the almond bloom, and then move on as they're contracted by farmers of other crops that come into season.
So Mother Nature is truly in charge. It's typically from about the end of the first week of February through the first or second week of March. It's been unseasonably cold, so the blossoms really didn't pop until last week.
The cold doesn't just have the potential to delay the blossoms. It can also make it harder for the beekeepers and the bees to do their job.
They come out with the bee boxes in February, and typically the beekeepers will stay in the region so that they can service the boxes and take the honey out and make sure the bees are okay every day, especially when the weather's a little cool. The bees are less active, but no bees, no pollen, no flowers. I mean, it works that way.
Aronson runs Visit Modesto, which works with 2 local orchards to allow people to drive and walk through the trees during peak bloom.
We had almost 100,000 people come through last year.
They also help make sure that visitors don't harm the trees or the bees, but still get those shots worthy of the Instagram grid.
Today we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts when doing the almond blossom cruise through Modesto. Breaking branches is for dumb. Always stare gazingly out into the distance for your best selfies.
By bringing people into the environment, educating them on what's going on here and how it goes on, it dispels the myth that almond trees are wasteful. So 100% of the almond tree is used and is sustainable. Having all of that social media brings attention to the story of the almond, that it's really a good product.
Like most things, the sustainability of something like almond milk is complicated, but it's not going to get you into the bad place.